everybody, it's your boy Straight Boss OV8 from Straight Smoke Gaming. And here in this video I'll have the help of Big Hoss and Orb Smoke. And in this video is the Bounty Hunter Guide. We're going to show you some suggestions and tips and stuff to make bounty hunting a little easier in Red Dead Online. So before we get into that, I've got to drop off this chode here. Also, there'll be some links in the description. Link for a video that we did on why Bounty Hunter should be the very first role you purchase in Red Dead Online. And also we did a video ranking the pistols, which are on sale, and the sale ends tonight. So make sure you check out which pistol you should buy as to which one is the best one. Okay, now before we get into some of the advice we have for you, we're going to show you some tools of the trade, so to speak, here. You can see there, up there under abilities, the focus is really important, and we'll get into that a little bit more. And here, the reinforced lasso is just as important as the focus. You will be using a regular lasso when you start bounty hunting, and it is just really, really bad. I know the reinforced lasso is expensive, but as soon as you get the money and as soon as you unlock it, you absolutely need it. It keeps the bounty targets in a hog tie for so much longer than a regular lasso does. So it is well worth the money, and it's going to make it a lot easier. Then we have some cosmetics here. The bolt action rifle variant, very sharp looking variant. As the first variant I bought of any gun. So some serious tools of the trade here. We also have the bounty wagon, which is very important if you're going after more than one target. And of course you want to go after more than one target because that's where the actual money is. Everyone knows that bounty hunting is pretty much mainly about getting gold, but if you could add some good pay on it as well, then why not? And then in order to do that, you need to have the bounty wagon. And of course, obviously, the Breton horse, the top Breton horse, the top tier one, $900 one. That is one of the best horses in the game. Alright, and here I just wanted to briefly show what kind of weapon you should use. I think this is kind of key here. I always use repeaters for the most part. 85% of the time I use repeater when I'm bounty hunting. Now here we're showing that focus. And that focus, you can see the target glows. The target glows. You'll see me use focus as I do this bounty mission right here. And my approach is I always shoot a target. I always shoot one of its allies close to the target because I do not want that aim assist to go ahead and lock onto the bounty target itself. So I always try to take out one close to it so that then I move my aim off to the side. And I try to clean house. I try to take everyone out. You can see here, I almost shot that person, but I used that focus, the eagle eye, to make sure that, okay, they're glowing. Do not shoot that person. Dead bounty targets cut your pay. They cut your pay so much. I mean, it's just, you do not want to deliver dead bounty targets because, I mean, you want the cash. You want the gold, and obviously you want the cash as well. So, yeah, make sure you use the focus. And granted, you have to unlock focus. So your first 4, 5, 6 bounty hunts after you get this role are going to be a little bit tough because you're not going to be able to go into eagle eye. You're not going to have the targets glowing red for you, so it's going to be a little bit tough. But we have a strategy I'll be talking about later in the video on how to get around that as a beginner. Okay, here I am with Orb Smoke. We're here at Rhodes. We're going to be doing a bounty mission here. And I pretty much just want to be shown if you're going to be going after multiple targets here. We see the $2 sign bounty. You got 2 people we're going after. Just make sure you have enough people in your posse to go after it. If you don't, then you absolutely need a bounty wagon. I mean, it's just that simple. You need a bounty wagon if you're doing it solo and going after more than one target. Here I want to touch on the $3 bounties. The $3 sign bounties. Always make sure you have explosives because half the time you're going to need them. It's going to help lure the target out a lot quicker if you have dynamite. And also, just touching on, anytime I do $3 sign bounty solo, I make sure I equip a health tonic. You know, you loot these off of dead bodies. I mean, I can't remember the last time I actually made a tonic. You loot these off bodies all the time. So, I mean, they're there for a reason. And normally the $3 sign bounties, you're going to get shot a lot more than the other ones. Normally. This was a relatively easy one here. Got the target. He came out rather quickly. Me and Orsmoke both throwing dynamite everywhere. Got him to respond rather fast. And we got him with no problem. Very little fight. Okay, now to avoid the focus problem, because you don't have that unlocked yet if you're a beginner, what I recommend is going after any female target. Female targets, they just stick out easier. I mean, the 90% of the population in Red Dead Online, as far as NPCs go, is male. So it's just so much easier. The females just stick out so much easier. Here we're rolling up on the female bounty mission. You can see there the first wagon and the horses in between the wagons were all male. The female was up here in the first wagon. The first person I killed was the driver of that wagon, so that the bounty target had to take over as driver. She did not roll away. She did not drive away. Some people, some of these bounty targets will keep going, and you're going to have to chase them down. And here you just lasso them up, loot them, hog tie them, you're good to go. But yeah, I highly recommend doing bounties in the desert. I enjoy doing bounties in the desert. It's much more open. And obviously going after the females is a lot easier, I think, on the eyes for finding the targets. Here, me, Haas, and Orb, we're doing a 4-person bounty. And what I'm showing here is you got to space out. I also want to show that I had the bounty wagon already called in, and we're ready to rock and roll and attack that mission. We did that one very easily. Orsmoke stayed on horse and had the center control, ready to chase one down if one were to go away. And Haas had the right and I had the left. We go in at the same time. Communication is key. Start at the same time. You go in there and you handle your business. All right. Here I want to talk about, I think this is one of the most important things we're going to be discussing, is location of the bounty board. Here I was in Strawberry, my least favorite bounty board in the game, due to the fact that a lot of bounties make you go up in the snow. Here I'm showing Emerald Station. Emerald Station is iffy sometimes. That'll make you go up to caves up in the Annesburg area, sometimes mines. Annesburg is another bounty board I dislike a lot. That will make you go into the mines, will make you go into caves. Some of these caves are hard to find. So as a beginner anyway, you definitely stay away from the Strawberry bounty board, stay away from the Wallace Station bounty board, stay away from Annesburg, and even Emerald Station to a certain extent. Now, we tried showing, I do not like bounty hunting in the snow. Obviously, make sure you have enough people in your posse to carry everyone. Here, we tried our best to get a bounty in the snow, but Strawberry wasn't working for us. But we did come across another posse that was doing, I believe, a 6-person bounty up in the snow, and they only had 3 people. And we seen 2 people, that clip that you just saw there, we saw 2 people dragging their bounty targets. They don't have a bounty wagon, so they had to drag their bounty targets. Either that, or another problem up here in the snow is your bounty wagon, if you're up on a cliff or a mountain or anything, your bounty wagon doesn't spawn in. It won't spawn in. So you have to drag a bounty target, which means you're going to have to kill them. So that sucks. It's just better to stay away from Strawberry and Wallace Station from sending you up into the snow. You can see here, here's a known location for where bounty targets, where you have to come sometimes. That's a joke. It's going to end badly if you do not have a person for every target of your bounty. Alright guys, that's about it for this bounty hunting guide. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Go ahead, like and subscribe if you did. And make sure you check the link in the description to check out Ranking the Pistols from worst to best. And also why Bounty Hunter should be the very first role you should purchase in Red Dead Online. And tomorrow is the launch of the DLC. We'll see you tomorrow.